Before or after you watch this video, check out the links in the description below for other goodies and updates. Also click on the bell right next to the subscribe button to get notifications on my new videos. Hello, and welcome back to Theory Time. I haven't done one of these in a long time, so this seems pretty fitting since I just did Dokuro-Chan. So today, instead of doing numerous theories, I decided to do just specifically one that I made myself about the series that I previously reviewed. So sit back and enjoy this Creepypasta, which I have to declare myself is probably the best thing you'll ever read. Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-Chan is one of the weirdest and most split animes out there. It seems to be blood hungry for, well, blood and gore. The series is set in 2005 around a 13-year-old boy named Sakura, who will within 20 years or so not only make an immoral world, but it will also cause all women outside of grown adults to stop aging at the tender age of 12. Keep in mind, 13 is the legal age of consent in Japan, but usually with only other people around the age, and thus will be making a pedophile's world in the process. Dokuro-Chan is sent 20 years back to assassinate him to prevent this from happening, but seems to have developed feelings for him, so she spares him and tries to find a way that he can still live and not create a world. But this doesn't mean she still doesn't kill Sakura from time to time, either with her being angry at him, having a misunderstanding about something, like her outfit getting wet and her jumping to the conclusion that Sakura is staring at her wet breasts, or just merely by accident. Sakura is stuck in limbo of being mercilessly slaughtered with Dokuro's magic bat, Excalibur. Throughout the series, he meets up with other angels who either want to kill or assist him, has the support of Shisuke, who is the only one to believe that he's a good person and not capable to be the creator of an immoral pedophile world. And ultimately, it seems that Dokuro's plan works, as she managed to change the timeline well enough so Sakura can live and not be labeled as a pedophile anymore. Well, actually this is not the case. You see, Sakura is already dead. Yes, Dokuro wants to save him, but she did kill him on their first encounter in his bedroom, and instead of Sakura ascending to heaven, or hell for that matter, she managed to keep his soul stuck in its own version of Limbo by freezing time, an infinite coma if you will. In this Limbo, everything is entirely the same, except that Dokuro is always around with him, no matter where he goes, and everyone around doesn't question that Dokuro is an angel or that she has powers. They just go with it. Think about it. Why is it when she appears in Sakura's classroom for the first time and magically turns a classmate into a monkey with her magical bat, no one in the classroom questions it or reacts to the sudden change? Or hell, even when she brutally murders Sakura with her bat in front of the classmates, there is no response of horror or distraught. Some might argue that the classmates know their place and know not to get involved in their meddling, hence they would become mincemeat also, which would make logical sense. But really think about it. This is Limbo. Dokuro-Chan can do anything she wants in this world, so she can make it so that the classmates, teachers, and even Sakura's own parents never question or respond to what is happening in front of them. Speaking of parents, how could Dokuro-Chan even know about Sakura's parents if she's never met them? Well, right before she killed him, she had been spying on his family for a while, making sure to strike him down at the right moment, so she wouldn't be noticed. And since she's in this world, Sakura's parents recognize her as an exchange student and would never question about her halo. Also, although Sakura is stuck in Limbo, other angels can enter the world too. Sabato, finding out immediately that Dokuro never finished the job, decides to go into said Limbo world to finish the assassination. She convinces Sakura to remove Dokuro's halo so she'll run off having explosive diarrhea, to which Sabato would have enough time to drag his soul back into the real world, reducing Dokuro's chances of reviving him in time before his soul ascended away. When this falls through, she finally explains to Sakura and his classmates about what will happen if he continues to live. Most of his classmates, excluding Shisuke, immediately dismiss him as a pedophile, and the only reason that Shisuke doesn't bash him as well is because Dokuro wants to make sure that Sakura has something to live for, long enough so she can prevent him from creating this immoral lolly world. By what it seems to be, Sabato is also able to control some of the responses in this Limbo world of his. Now you might be asking yourself, why doesn't she just simply make him explode or something, finishing the job? Well, keep in mind, she can only do so much in this world, unlike Dokuro who can control as much as she wants. After failing numerous times, she is stuck to living under a bridge, determined to get the job done. For the time being, she made it so she can control how the students will react to Sakura, trying to tear him down so he'll be more willing to end his life. After a while of Sakura reliving each day of hell over and over again by Dokuro's hands, her sister Sakura-Chan comes into the picture to end all the madness that Dokuro has caused. Because of Dokuro-Chan's power, she's able to make it so it seems that Sakura would actually be lost without her being around, and that Sakura will allow her to stay, despite how much of a nuisance she is. Fortunately for Sakura, Sakura doesn't end up falling for this and ends up taking Dokuro-Chan away from him, knowing that she'll be around for surveillance until the future councils come to a final decision on what will happen to him. It should be also noted that after Dokuro was to be taken away, any memory of her and any events surrounding her will be wiped away from his memory. Hence, when he's back in the real world alive and well and hanging out with Shizuki, he notices how out of place things seem to be given that he's no longer being mutilated on a daily basis anymore. The only reason that he ends up remembering her and everything else is because Sabato explains to him that Dokuro is causing havoc in the future and she desperately wants to come back to him. This results in Dokuro eventually coming back to the time period, and after killing him again due to him accidentally seeing her naked again, the world of Limbo is slightly different. Because she was forced to actually kill him for real this time, when he actually passed away, she made up a new world for her and Sakura to live in for eternity. The differences in this new world are that her hair color is blue for unknown reasons. Sakura is living with them now because she was to assure Sakura that everything's alright now. And it seems that this new world is a bit more cartoony in how it is designed, making it feel much more cozy for Sakura to accept. The rest is history, since Dokuro ended up doing their task properly, and he's still essentially suffering under Dokuro with an iron fist. The future council has no problem with keeping the charade going. Hopefully at some point down the line, Dokuro can prove that Sakura is pure enough to live the remainder of eternity in peace, as opposed to the endless suffering of ongoing Limbo.